We brought up the Tigers, though, because amidst losing today, whatever. They have been playing okay baseball, but the development, it's like while you were away, all of a sudden you haven't seen somebody in a long time, and now, wait a minute, you're employed again?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Kenny's wearing a shirt with buttons?
Got a haircut?
What's going on here? So, hey, Kenny, you didn't get us to 5. The point is, the core is here. The 2, the 3, the 4, Torque, Green. I think we could say it about Carpenter. But you said something before we get to the callers. I need to hear this now. Because now I think you need to be drug tested.
No.
You're not as worried about ownership anymore.
I'm not.
Let me hear it.
Because ownership apparently gave Scott Harris the blessing. Now, I know he screwed it up. He fumbled at the 1-yard line at the trade deadline. But he had a deal worked out with the Dodgers. The Dodgers thought he had a deal worked out, which means that Illich gave his blessing for whatever this deal was and said, Scott, I hired you for a reason. Go do your job and just let me know how much all of this is going to cost. I felt good at the fact that Harris was able to go out there and make moves. Now, he didn't make the moves for people before you start calling and texting, but he couldn't do that in a vacuum. He had to have the Illich backing in order to go out there and get this done. If he can make moves like this, except for now he finishes the deal, I do feel a lot better. I don't feel like there's just ineptitude in the Tiger front office. I do feel like there is a focus and a reason to rally behind this team. So that's why I feel a little bit better about ownership now than I did. Even though the deal fell through, Mike, it was all the things that happened before the deal fell through.
All right, all I would argue is the deal wasn't costing him any money. Show me a deal where Chris, who we still got tube TVs at the park 25 years in.
Baby steps, Mike.
Okay.
Baby steps.
My bad. Fair. Oh, I just want more. I have to. Kenny on the ticket text, we'll go to the phones.
Mike, you've got it. We were just talking about this at the game. Our core is forming. We are building something here finally.
A year from today, the Tigers lead the Guardians by 2 games in the division. We're in Pennant Chase Radio, and the topic will be, can the Lions take the next step and go to a Super Bowl?
So the Tigers next year or Texas is back?
Texas is back.
Okay. Wow.
I have absolute conviction that Texas is winning the Big 12.
For once, I agree with you, Mike. The Tigers have a core of players with Green, Carpenter, Vierling, Torkelson, Parker Meadows, Colt Keith, and Scooble, and Manning, and Faedo.
But do you believe your owner is going to allow Scott Harris to go get 2 bats?
See, I do.
Okay.
I think that this was something that Harris discussed before he got here because he's young. He doesn't want to be stuck in a job where all of a sudden, you know what, no one will ever hire me again because I work for you. Can I go out there? Can I make moves? And are you going to pay for this? Because your payroll is about, I want to say close to, after all the things fall off, $48 million for next season. You're $100 million away from just being an average playoff competitive team. Okay, that's just $100 million. So, yeah, you should be able to go out and get 2 or 3 really good players to help this team out, and you're still under budget.
He said it all, people. John, 97.1. What's up, Johnny?
Hey, Sam, you seeing things the way you guys are. I like what I'm seeing finally. We've been in a rebuild for a while. I like the fact that he took our farm club, ran it through the system. You play or you don't stay. That's the way I've seen it through the last 2 years. And the core is definitely here, and it's something we can add to. I like the idea of the ownership finally saying, all right, you're the guy we hired in here to do this, go do it. Because what else is like the Lions?
So show me. You got to show me at the winter meetings when they swing a trade or in free agency.
Yeah,
you bring me someone who's been to an all-star game, somebody who could threaten a 900 OPS, bring in another stabilizing force, and now we're cooking with gasoline. I need it, John.
Dude, after looking at Baez, I'll take 700.
Baez has got to be the extra few million we have to get the players you're talking about. Javi's done great, but you're not there, buddy. We got to move on.
Yeah, well, good luck. I mean, you're stuck with him, John. He's like an alimony payment. You're stuck with him.
Ooh,
you're not working your way out of that deal.
Right, you're trying to set him up for. Hey, have you met my friend, my coworker?
I mean, can we? Can we talk about a payment plan possibly?
It's the only way you're getting out of the alimony.
You're stuck.
Marry him off.
That's right. You're stuck with Baez the same way Roberto's wife is stuck with him.
Mistakes were made.
Like a barnacle at the bottom of a boat.
Mistakes were made.
Let's go to Paul, 97.1. What's up, Paulie?
Yeah, Javi Baez is like when your college roommate hands you the phone and says, she's got a great personality.
Uh-oh.
Paul. She's ugly.
Paul.
No,
Oh, my. Paul. Such a nice man.
Well,
but
no.
My goodness.
Hey, facts.
well, no, I am a nice man, but let's face facts. But, I can't argue with a single thing you guys are saying. In fact, some of these texts coming in, Mike, for once I agree with you. Look, be honest. Just say, Mike, I think you're a
Right.
dweeb.
Right, there we go.
Come on, man.
Well, it's also,
But,
I'd love to know, like, it's not my fault the teams in this town largely are awful. So don't blame me. Blame your teams.
No, but here's the deal. Everything you're saying, we do have the core group forming. You're going to bring up some guys out of the minors next year. They're going to have a learning curve, but now they're protected in a lineup that should be pretty good. We have the pitching, and we're going to have some of these guys coming back. Let's not lose sight of the fact that, there it is again. Okay, let's
I don't
hit it
control
again.
that. That is not my purview. I want you to look towards Kenny Cott and to Kenny's mentor, Roberto.
Okay, well, I'll do it. Okay, anyway, but the point is, Turnbull has a no-hitter under his belt. Skubal has been looking pretty good. Mize eventually will come back. We'll see what he turns into. But you're right. You're going to have money. You're going to have a Kansas City Royal payroll.
That's right.
At the end of this year.
Okay,
so
it's time. And look,
there is
Paul,
a
let's
lot
be
of
fair.
room.
Paul, let's be fair. We never got the next level upgrades at the stadium we were promised by a certain somebody, so I guess we cost save that too. So keep the next level upgrades. We'll sit there with record players and tube TVs. Go get me an MLB baseball player who can give me a 900 OPS. How about that, okay?
We'll call it even.
That's it. Save your next level upgrades. Get me a next level third baseman.
We brought the fences. We did stuff with the fences.
No, that looked like an HGTV. That, you know what that was? They called Exhibit for Pimp My Ride.
Not Exhibit. What was the other one? The new one.
What?
The rapper. Oh, my God.
What? Oh, stop. What would Little John do?
Yes!
Oh, my God. Have you guys seen this?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
There's a show now where somehow, some way, a room of executives said, I'll tell you what, I know what is going to be a hit. We're going to do home renovations and put Lil Jon in charge.
Yes.
And he's putting like aquariums in a master bedroom. He's putting a stripper pole in a bathroom.
We need a bowling alley in this bathroom.
Right. It's like when Exhibit was taking like a $3,000 hoopty and they're putting TVs in it. And you're like, what you're putting in is worth more than the vehicle.
We're turning the backyard into a water park. Okay.
Right. What? That's who did the new fences at Comerica. Lil Jon.
Let's do a spaceship.
A 36-hour project. Please.
I can't believe that's a real thing.
It's a real. Hold on. There has to be a promo for it. Like I'm telling you, you got to go to YouTube. There's got to be a promo.
There is.
And I'm telling you, when I saw this, Kenny, I couldn't believe it was real. I felt like I was getting punked.
It looks like a Saturday Night Live skit.
Yes.
Where Little John's hosting it. And it's like, oh, we're going to do this Little John home improvement thing. No, it's real. And Kenny, I think they're in their second season, which means it got greenlit for one more year.
And they're going to like Cheektowaga, New York, and they're going to Wichita, Kansas, and it's like Mildred and Earl. and Lil Jon shows up to like fix their mid-century modern home. And you're like, what is this? Kenny, I am not going to share what you have just said to me in the talkback, but it is outstanding on your part. 248-539-9797. And by the way, Kenny, this man said it couldn't be done. Moreover, it wouldn't be done. I have an interstellar update for this guy next. 97.1.